Hello guys, my name is Sergio and today I'm going to show you some tech tips about this car. This is a Toyota 4Runner 2006 with a strange misfire or vibration, as the customer said. Okay, the customer went to one shop because he found a vibration in the morning, just during the first minute after he started the engine cold. So the technicians in the shop, they scanned the vehicle and they found a P0306, which means cylinder number 6 misfiring. So they decide primarily replace the ignition coil because it's a common problem. So they replace the coil, and then the customer decided to continue driving the car until the next morning to see if it happens again in the same condition with the engine cold. The thing is, the next day, the customer experienced the same vibration or misfire between you and me, So that means the problem is still present. The problem was not in the ignition coil. As we know, the cylinder number 6, or the coil in that cylinder, was not the problem. We decided to do another test. So we removed the 6 spark plugs and we inflate, or we pressurize the coolant system with this tool. We keep the engine or the coolant system pressurized for more than 1 hour with the engine cold. So after that moment, we have this pressure there, you can see in the gauge. After that moment, we crank the engine without the spark plugs and paying extremely attention in that cylinder to see if the coolant comes up when we crank the engine. As you can see, there is no coolant coming up, it's fuel. And we get the same spray in every single cylinder. So now we need to see where the coolant is going to, because the customer adds coolant in the reservoir every other day. The first test, unfortunately, did not show us the problem. So we need to do another test. So we decided to inflate or pressurize the cylinder number 6. So we put the piston number 6 on top the center, some degrees after top the center in compression stroke. And we locked the crankshaft pulley to avoid that the pressure in the cylinder pushes the piston down. So we need to keep the piston on top the center in compression stroke. So we're going to inflate or pressurize the cylinder, and we're going to see the pressure, if we got pressure in the coolant system at this moment. So we are applying almost 100 psi in that cylinder, and look at what happens now. Now the pressure is in there, and you can see the gauge is going up. So unfortunately, the air from the cylinder is going to the coolant system. So we found the problem. The problem is in the cylinder head gasket. Okay guys, now we know the most difficult thing, where the problem is, cylinder head gasket. So it needs to be replaced, right? But unfortunately the customer is not able to afford this bill. So fortunately we got a second plan, or plan B. We got a K-seal. The K-seal is a fluid that goes into the coolant system. So you just need to shake it a little bit and put in the radiator cap or expansion tank. Leave the engine running and it works in minutes. I hope this product helps you in the future when you are in front of a similar situation like this one.